Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general reading for your sign. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so we'll get started with that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that helps to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, so let's have a look. Alright, so we're going to start with the 6th house. 6th house is to do with your daily routines. So now this can be work related or just what you do on a daily basis. It's very much what's going on around you on a daily basis. So this can be work routines, or it can be home, your lifestyle, your well-being, your health and your diet. And it can also be pet related, but it's your daily routines, and as those unfold, on a sort of an hourly, weekly basis. So it's very much about what is going on around you. So now with the 6th house, it's also mastery of your craft. So if you are what doesn't matter what you do, but whatever it is that you are doing, it's about the mastery of that and the working with certain things, and how you are getting on with that. Now, with the 6th house, you've got here a Saturn return underneath, and then at the top you've got Kuan Yin compassion. So there's a couple of ways that this can be coming in for you. This could be work related, or craft related, whatever it is that you're doing, or it's to do with your daily routines and what you are accomplishing in a day. Now, with the Saturn return age, and with the Kuan Yin compassion, these two are saying to me that there may be some perfectionist tendencies here, like you are nitpicking or criticizing yourself, or you are putting yourself under a lot of pressure at this time to achieve or do certain things, or to tick the boxes, or to meet certain targets, whatever it is that is applicable for you. It could also be to do with health and diet and so on. I'll get to that. But from a work point of view, or from a daily routine and getting things done point of view, with the Saturn return, it can be saying that certain aspects of your life, whether it is related to work and what you're doing on a daily basis and your craft, or whether it's health, diet and well-being and lifestyle related, Saturn return, when it comes around, is saying that that there are certain things or certain structures in your life, or certain ways of doing things. It may even be job related, or it could be lifestyle related, health related, which are now going to be changing or falling away. Because a Saturn return, when it comes in, anything that's not built on a strong foundation, a really good solid foundation, will fall away. It will just crumble, or it will just leave you. You will just find one day that certain things have changed overnight. So with the Saturn return, it can be quite a hard period to go through, because in some cases it can be quite abrupt what occurs, and in other cases it's almost like taking the rose-tinted spectacles off, or you are seeing things in a very realistic light, and you are weighing up what is working for you, or what has worked for you, and what you're going to keep and what you're going to let go of if it hasn't fallen away already. So apply it as it needs to, whether it's work or craft or health related or lifestyle related. Certain things are going to fall away. So what you want to do is be building a really good strong foundation for yourself from this point onwards. So this could be related to, change of your lifestyle. You may be relocating, or you may be changing your work position, or what you've been doing on a daily basis. Your family may have grown up. There's lots of ways that this can come in. And now you've got a unique opportunity in order to change things to suit yourself as they are now. Now this may be, this has got a second chance aspect to it. So take that as it resonates. But it can also be about what you could have, should have, or would have done at some other point in your life, or earlier on, until other responsibilities and various types of structures kind of unfolded in your life. So this is now saying that you're going to create room for that, but you have to do it. And you have to take responsibility for your own goals, your own dreams, and your own path now. So it could be related to rearranging what you have been doing, letting go of what's not working, and then bringing in the new things. There's going to be work related to it, though. There's There's going to be structures that need to be put in place. In some cases, it can be a little bit of disappointment with how things have turned out or how things are currently going. As I said, it could be perfectionist related with the Kuan Yin. So it could be that you are dissatisfied with how things are and you are putting yourself under a lot of pressure. It can also be that you just are feeling under pressure at this time to make changes or to move forward, but you have to let go of certain things at this time. Now, it's about being authentic. That's what the Saturn return energy is all about. It's about showing up for yourself and going, right, this just isn't working anymore. I'm not happy with that. This is really the direction I want to go in. This is what's close to my heart. This is what lights me up. And once you set your mind to it and you commit to it and then you do everything you can to build it, then that is where the Saturn comes in, because Saturn will give you the strength and the fortitude, the stamina. It will be quite a learning curve as well. You're going to learn a lot about what's going on in this situation. But you will build, whatever you build will be long-lasting under this situation. Now, with regards to the perfectionist and nitpicking or criticism, this could be of others. So you could be directing this to others just because you feel under pressure or you feel dissatisfied, or it could be directed at you in some way as well. So you could have a hard taskmaster, or you could just be feeling pressured to make these changes, and it's kind of a realistic look, you know, at things, sorting and sifting. Now with this, it's saying that come back to compassion. All right, come back into your power, your personal power. She's sitting beautifully in a lotus there. A lotus blossom rises up through the mud and the muck from the water bed, you know, the lake bed or the river bed, whatever it is. It rises up through all of that, through that murkiness and debris until it reaches the surface, and then you get this exquisite flower. So it's a process that we all go through, and she's sitting in her lotus at the moment. So it may be important for you in some way, shape or form, but she's in her power, her personal power. She's calm, she's loving, she's releasing judgments. So release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So let go of looking at things through a judgmental lens. All right, come back to your power self, your calm self, and your loving self. She's a very powerful goddess, and just come back to that and look at that. Look at everything around you from that point of view, and it may be directed towards others, as I said, or you may be getting it from some other situations around you at this time. Let go of the perfectionist tendencies. There is love here, so this could be love for self and love for your path in life and love for the rising up of the lotus through the mud and the muck. Okay, that's a journey. It's a very powerful journey, and you own it. You own your journey. Okay, so direct compassion towards yourself and others at this time, and that will help to ease this transition that you are passing through, or to help you navigate things that must change or must be released at this time. So there is a release and a redirect here, or a course correct, depending on your situation. So you may have been sort of robotically doing certain things in your life for a certain period of time, and now you're just dissatisfied with it. You realize it's not working for you. You don't want to do it anymore. All right. So course correct. You change direction. You go in another way. So that's kind of the situation. But it can also be health, diet, and well-being related. All right. There's no point in directing strong criticism energies at yourself at this time. That's not going to help. What you need to be doing is working constructively with yourself to work through your priorities, and also to work out what is most important for you, looking after your health, your diet and your well-being. Cut away what's not working for you. With the Saturn return age, it can indicate either that you feel you are too young or too old to be making certain leaps or changes. With the age factor, it may be that you need to look at your teeth, your ligaments and your bones. So it's all the hard and the stretchy parts of your body that is governed by Saturn. So if you have an issue, a health issue which you are aware of, then take steps to deal with it. But it's about taking responsibility for your health and your diet and your well-being as well, and moving through what needs to be done to bring you into a good space. Now, if it's work related, it could also be that we've got here 5 of winter. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So it could be negativity in your workplace or where you are or what you're doing. It could be some aspect of your health and your diet related to others which now needs to change. Or it could be that you are facing a battle and you're really winning it at all costs here. But once you've done the winning, there may be a cost which it just isn't worth it. It just isn't worth it to you to be battling through this, hoping to win it, but the loss or the cost is just too high. All right. So this is about walking away from things which are just not working for you or not helping you or making you feel better. Especially once you've applied the compassion rule, you know, that you're just going to know. You're just going to know what is working for you and what isn't, and then just let go of it. It could also be that there's something that is just not working for you in your workhouse or with your work colleagues or your workplace, or just doing something, whatever it is that you're doing on a daily basis, whether it's in your craft or in your lifestyle, in your home, in your diet. Something needs to be released and let go of, and so that you can move forward. And at the end of the day, you may not win the battle, but you will win the war, because you're going to be feeling better at the end of the day. So just take that into consideration. It could also be that, you know, with the Aries energy, you may really want to move forward on something. Or once you've done the releasing with Saturn, then you get the energy and that spark to move forward with what is really important for you. Okay? This is energy. This is initiation. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's that growth, that initial spurt, that idea, that initiation, that spark of energy. Let's get things going. But it's a very no-nonsense energy. It's cards on the table. Honesty, direct, no nonsense. Okay, so no game playing or any of that. Okay, none of that's going to work. The Aries energy is your own energy, obviously, so it's fiery. It's also about you know, kind of moving forward, but it can also bring in aspects of you know, kind of defending yourself or having to go to face challenges. But it can also be about impatience and quick temper. So this is why I feel you've got the Kuan Yin. Come back to the compassion and let go of skirmishes which are not doing your energy any good. Okay. This can also be, as I said, impatience, trying to rush things forward because that is your nature and you want to move things forward. It can be a bit of selfishness even. But I feel with this, it can also be health related. So there could be some aspects which is about rushing, you know, doing too many things at once or rushing forward. And this can create high blood pressure and headaches, things like that. Calm down, come down to compassion, meditation, spend time in your lotus blossom. And the very best way to handle this energy is constructive moving forward. So this is about having a plan and a strategy and then moving forward. And that is very much about Saturn. It's harnessing this energy, but to move forward, but in a very constructive way. All right. And then that is how you will achieve what it is you need to do. But the enthusiasm and the energy will always be welcome in any environment that you go to. But just be careful where you're directing it at this time. Having said that, there is also here, Bridget, don't back down. So stand up for what you believe is right. Okay. So yes, there are going to be some things that you're going to have to walk away from. So I feel that with the Saturn energy, this is about aligning yourself with what is most important for you and what is really working for you. So once you've discerned that, then stand up for it. Show up for yourself. It may even just be a way of life or an opinion or an idea or free time for yourself, clearing negativity, creating more time for yourself to meditate or walk in nature or do the things that make you happy. Or it may be that you have to stand your ground to pull up a boundary to allow yourself to move away from something which is not working for you. So apply it to your situation, whatever is resonating here, but sort the wheat from the chaff. Now, we also have coming in, we've got the 12th house. 12th house is to do with everything in the unconscious. So this could be motivations, complexities, and deep thoughts. It's everything that goes on behind the scenes of you. All right. So in your deep self. And it can also be about dreams, your dreams, dreams that you have. It can also be your physical dreams where you go at night, what is occurring there. It can be downloads. It can be channeling. It's connection to spirit. It's a very spiritual house. So this can be about getting insights, in using your instincts and your intuitions and so on. But it is also connecting to that. Now this can be universal, connecting to the universal consciousness as well. It can also be about compassion. As I said, the compassion is coming in, whether it's for self or for others. It can also bring in karma, things to do with karma. It can also be about things from your past or things that you've suppressed. So this is the unconscious, what's lurking in there. So things may come up from that. It's also connecting to healing. Either you are in the healing profession or you are receiving healing in some way, however that happens for you. But it can also be about prayer, saying prayers, and dreaming about things and also working with that. It's a very imaginative and inspirational house, but it can also be about things that go on in the unconscious, which can sometimes lead to negativity, which can lead to things like substance abuse or dependencies on things, kind of neurotic thoughts, or things to do with self-undoing, so self-sabotage, things like that. All of these things come in with the 12th house. Now, I mention a lot of these because Neptune covers quite a bit of that. Neptune rules the 12th house. So it seems to me that either you are having a lot of spiritual epiphanies at this time, or you're receiving a lot of spiritual knowledge. You could be very well connecting to that. Neptune is also connected to the film industry. Music comes in with that. It's also connected to certain things allied, which can be beauty related, or something related to that, perfumes and oils and things like that. It can also be related to spiritual things, so like the healing profession or the healing industry in some way. But it can also be about spiritual things. It can be retreats, meditations, everything to do with that. Imagination, inspiration, all of those things. But it can also be about allergies and dependencies on things. Escapism, trying to get away from something, running away from things, can also come in with this. It could be that you're just feeling under pressure, especially with Saturn return, and you may just feel like you want to get away. If that is the case, go into meditation or spend time in nature, or go into the water, into the sea if you can. Any time you spend next to the water will be helpful for you. It can also be journeys to water, or over water. That can happen with Neptune as well. It can also be to do with sort of surrendering yourself to certain things, surrendering to the flow. That can also be coming in. It could also be connected to a person that's entering your life who is like a soulmate or a twin flame, if you subscribe to twin flame energies. So somebody deeply bonded with you could be coming in, or you are connecting with them at this time, or there may be a block or something that needs to be cleared to bring you together. There's various ways that this Neptune energy can be coming in. It can also be connected with the healing industry. It can also be service to others. You may be in the healing industry, or you may be working spiritually and in service to others. All of that can come in. Now, with Mother Mary at the top, it says expect a miracle. So I feel you've been praying very hard about certain things, whether it's to do with your person, the spiritual bond that you have with this person, or this soulmate or the twin flame, or it could be to do with some other aspect which you are dealing with at this time, and you've been sending a prayer requesting certain things, and it says have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So this is about expect a miracle. This is about faith, all right? Allowing the universe to help you and step in. So you need to get out of your own way here, all right? So spend time in meditation and retreat possibly, and just affirm that whatever it is that you are praying about will be handled by the universe, and then let it go, okay? Don't keep sending repeated requests, because it will have been heard the first time, especially if it came from the heart. But you must have belief that it is coming to you, okay? So I feel some miracle is going to come in. Something is going to, it could be some sort of resolution coming up with the 12th house. something, if you are grappling with something and you want to let something go, it can be an ending as well, some sort of resolution to do with an ending, or it can be a resolution so that you can move forward. Just take it as it resonates. But Mother Mary is here. You're surrounded by angels. You've got the moon on this side, you have the stars and the angels in the middle, and then you have the sun on this side. So really, I feel you have heaven helping you, all your spiritual host, your guidance team, your higher self, God. Everybody is here. It's all represented here. So I feel you are being helped, and that you need to have faith, hope, and optimism. It's coming in again and again here. So have faith that things will work out, and that your requests are heard and are being answered at this time. Now, we also have the 11th house. So this is about the future. Very much about the future. It's also your aspirations, your hopes and your dreams for yourself. So dreams are coming in here again, and it's also to do with your hobbies and your interests, okay, which could very well be reflected in the 6th house here. So it's about connecting with others as well in friendships. So it could be to do with your friendships, but it's also community groups, any kind of group activity. It could be online, or it could be physical groups. It's also about humanitarian things that may be aligned with the groups. It can also be to do with sort of coming together with others in some sort of group setting. Now, this could be a festival, or some sort of group endeavor. It's also about social reform connected to the world, but also obviously humanitarian things, but also to do with trends and movements in society and so on. It can also be a very experimental house. This can be a very innovative house, the 11th house. So there could be some innovation that you are working on. This could be very technical or technology oriented. It can also be to do with cameras or any kind of communication device, but it's also to do with technology of all kinds, science, physics, even astrology comes in under this. So it could manifest in a number of ways. You have got underneath the Gemini house, and then at the top you've got Lakshmi, bright future. So this is a beautiful card to be having in this house, and you've got the sun in the background, okay? So very abundant card. She's the ultimate abundance goddess, and you've got Gemini at the bottom. So the lovers are coming in here. This is the lovers card in this house. So it could very well still be to do with this other person in your environment, or somebody that you're trying to connect to, but there may be issues or some sort of separation or some kind of obstacle which needs to be that you perhaps prayed about, so that could be covering that person or that connection. But the Gemini is also to do with connections with others. It can be friendships, obviously, coming in under Gemini, but it can also be a sibling. But it's also to do with communication of all kinds. So this can be in the 11th house. This can be writing. This can be technology. This can be documents. This can be communication. So speaking amongst others, or speaking to a wider audience, or communicating with groups. Integrating yourself with groups, contacts, networks, things like that. It can also be about research, finding things out, and this may be where the innovation is coming in. Doing your research, gathering knowledge, exchanging ideas with others, talking and discussing things, communication of all kinds. It can also be body language, but I feel it's communicating with certain people, or in a sort of a group setting, friends as well, maybe coming up, or connecting with soul tribe, things like that. It's also quite a fast moving energy. Gemini is quick, and it's multimedia or multitasking. And I feel that there may be a lot of multitasking going on here. Maybe that's why your 6th house, there's quite a bit of pressure coming in as well. It's fingers and lots of pies, lots of things going on, but it does say pay attention. All right, with the Gemini energy, it can sometimes be a bit scattered. Pay attention. There's details required here. I do feel there's perseverance as well, especially with the Saturn energy. There's going to be perseverance. You need to persevere with what it is you're trying to bring in here, and don't give up, okay? Your prayers have been heard and answered, and you've got Lakshmi here, bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine, okay? And with the Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Also, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Kuan Yin, let go of perfectionist tendencies or worrying. Okay, again, it's mentioned here. And the 6th house, worrying and stressing about things can also come in here. So I do feel that this is really very strong. Bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, if it is related to your person, your special soulmate, or your person that you're concerned about, you have got love here. Okay, love has come in here for you. Also, obviously directed to yourself, but bring love in to your situation in general. All right. But she is saying, let go of things that are negativity and things that may be blocking this abundance from coming to you. So let go of negativity, let go of worrying, have a very positive outlook, faith, hope, optimism. Those are the key words for you. Look to the future. Look forward with optimism, and that is what you will manifest for yourself. The sun is rising there, and they've got elephants, and that's always an abundance symbol. We've also got finally the star. So look to the future with hope and optimism. So here it comes again. The power of faith to move mountains. Okay, you've got Mother Mary as well. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So with the Saturn energy and even with the Neptune energy, overcoming things, moving forward, changes that bring relief from challenging times. So I feel with the star, this is faith, hope, optimism, and the star, you've got the sun, the moon, and all the stars here. You've got a host of angels and Mother Mary. And this is good things coming to you, wonderful things coming to you. This is like a plethora of blessings headed your way. And be optimistic, look forward to the future, and that will reiterate and bring that to you quicker and more direct. And, just have faith and release the negativity and the worry or the feeling under things, Look forward to this wonderful abundance that is coming to you at this time. Beautiful, beautiful energy. The star really, it really is, dreams coming true. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Otherwise, please like, share, and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time.